Fitness influencers are misleading you on social media.
No!
You wanna know why? Stick around. Yo, what's the crack, my happy face pullers, your personal trainer T-Talks, changing people's lives for the better through strength and fitness. Alright, so today's video is inspired by a recent Instagram post from Squat University. They also have an amazing YouTube channel packed with great information. So I'm gonna drop a link to their channel in the description for you to go check them out after watching this video. But before I play this short clip by Jordan Ciats during a Squat University podcast, you know what it needs to be done. Smash the like button to make this channel more anabolic. Subscribe, hit the bell, blah blah blah, you know the drill. And most importantly, stick till the end or else you have a high chance of losing all your gains. Forever! Okay, here's the clip.
We need to stop lifting heavy all the time in order to get more likes and follows. Here's what Jordan Ciats had to say on a recent podcast episode.
It's important to talk about because when most people are on Instagram and looking at all these intense lifters who are just lifting an ungodly amount of weight every single time, it's misleading. I've seen a lot of lifters, young lifters, like young lifters, consistently injuring themselves, consistently talking about, oh, my back, oh, my knees, oh, my hips. I'm like, you're 22 years old. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be happening. But because of everything that they're doing, because of like them constantly trying to put out more weight in this striving for more likes and more follows and all this stuff on Instagram, it's brutal. It's going to destroy their body. You don't have to be lifting very heavy all the time in order to get really strong. I remember when long form articles and everything were what people did, you'd see like how often people would train in that like 70 to 80, 85% range versus like the 90+% range, or how many reps you should be getting in that range. And it's like, it's outrageous how many more reps you should be getting in that lower intensity range. But you don't see that. People don't show that anymore because it's not the fun stuff.
I'm going to use this short video as preface to expand on the issue of fitness on social media. Let me raise awareness about this unfortunate reality we find ourselves in.
It doesn't matter what you think!
What? People go to the gym to better themselves. That's great. We use resistance training in different modalities to challenge both the body and mind. However, it's getting pretty obvious that there is a pervasive trend on social media where advanced athletes with massive reach are biased towards posting content the algorithm would promote. The grinding 1 rep max on the bench press is going to capture people's attention much more than a 15 rep set for the same movement with a set of dumbbells. A display of maximum strength triggers the empathetic part of our brain that simply wonders at brute effort another man or woman can produce in a given moment. A 1 rep max happens relatively fast and no further explanation is needed. It's easy to consume content. Only the more seasoned and rather educated audience is going to appreciate more nuanced things like sustained effort over time, consistency in tempo and range of motion, proficiency in execution despite fatigue accumulating, etc. The first piece of content is exciting, eye-catching, and fast. The second one is repetitive and long. Boring! In fact, I'm going to prove my point by making a little bit of an experiment with you right now. I'm going to invite you to watch a regular, normal set until the end. Beware that I'll be able to see in the analytics whether you skip this part of the video or not. If you do watch the set in its entirety, great! More audience retention, that means more chances for this video to be shown on the platform. If you don't, that's great too, because you're proving my point. Normal set in 3, 2, 1, go! You see, probably most of you skipped to this point in the video, and I don't blame you for that. If you didn't, I'm impressed. You are the real champ. I just wanted to put you through this to show you how the human brain works and how difficult it is for us to simply watch a complete stranger perform an exercise over and over again for longer than 10 seconds. It's boring, it's not exciting. Whether we like it or not, the human eye is biased towards max effort lifts because of the unknown factor. We don't know if the lifter is going to make it. Let's not forget that the whole goal of the AI is just to keep you engaged on the platform for as long as possible. As a result, the algorithm is going to put in front of you content that has proven to be successful in the past, content that you've engaged with. It can only achieve that if it shows you the content that is going to make your time on the platform satisfying and memorable. In this context, it's easy to see why young lifters would assume that the majority of training revolves around lifting heavy. That's what they are constantly liking, and that's where they stop the swiping and the scrolling to pay attention. The AI knows it. Thus, it's not surprising that the majority of the content that pops up in most people's feed is PR galore. This is what happens on the user side. But now let's have a look at what happens on the creator side. The fitness influencer or the athlete posting lifting content on a regular basis eventually learns which type of videos work for the audience. Alright, so in order for me to get the same level of attention, I need to produce more content around heavy lifts. Otherwise, how in the world am I gonna get all the praise and the likes I'm addicted to? Which type of content do you think is going to deliver the dopamine high the person's craving? And so is the addiction circle created. From the user's bias towards flashy, heavy, and short duration lifts, and from the creator's standpoint who is seeking expansion of his clout and the validation/approval of others. This situation puts the young, inexperienced lifter at a great disadvantage nowadays. Not only does he have to go through the long learning curve of getting proficient at foundational multi-joint exercises, which is hard enough in itself, but he also has to understand the purpose of the AI in front of him. And if that wasn't enough, he has to suppress the social pressure of everyone else seemingly performing high-intensity sets all the time. So inexperienced, impressionable young lifters end up putting more weight on the barbell than what their bodies are ready for. We must be cognizant of how technology works, both for us and against us. Because let's face it, not everything is bad about social media. We need to put things into perspective here. The flashy bench press you liked on social media was preceded by many boring, repetitive sets over a long period of time. The vast majority of your strength will be built within a less intense range. Remember that the bench press PR is the culmination of hard work being done over years, in some cases decades. The sharing of training highlights will definitely get you the likes. But let's not forget that for you to reach the top of the mountain, you still need to climb the mountain. Alright peeps of the intraweb, I really hope you found value in today's video. If you learned something new or if you think that this information could help others, go ahead and give me a thumbs up to spread the word, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I gotta go eat. In the meantime, stay fit, stay strong, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more gains. Peace! I was hoping to get off screen, but damn it.